Hello and welcome back to another video, guys. In this video I want to teach you how you can start getting social media marketing clients by using Instagram, right? By using your phone and doing it with voice messages. So we're going to run through how you can find brands on Instagram, the best way to do that, and then a rough script that you can follow to actually send to businesses with a voice message. I'm also going to explain to you why voice messages work really well and why they convert and get you actual clients. So before we hop into that, make sure you've hit the like button and make sure you are subscribed if you're not already. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first off, let's understand why using voice messages on Instagram actually works very well. So the first and biggest reason is that you are going to come across as a real person, right? I get a lot of DMs from people who are pitching me services or websites and just different things. And ultimately, a lot of them just send me a text that is a huge paragraph, a big pitch of what they're doing. And ultimately, straight away, I just know that they're a company, right? I know they're a business. Whereas when you send a voice message, it shows that you're a real person, right? It shows the person behind the page. That's really important because people like to talk to people, right? People don't like to talk to businesses or companies. They like to speak with an actual person who will relate to them, understand them, and give them value. And that leads into the second point, which is that it builds rapport with the person. It's much easier to relate and empathize with a person over a voice message or over a video call rather than just a text message. If you're texting your friend, you're not going to get the same amount of emotion from them, or you're not going to convey as much emotion to them when you're actually, say, speaking with them, right? You're on the phone with them or you're on a video call or something like that. So voice messages, incredibly good for building rapport with the person. Because at the end of the day, you are speaking to another person, right? You're not speaking to a business or a company. You're speaking to an individual who's a part of a business or a part of a company. So if you can relate to that person, you're going to have a better chance at success. And the third and most important reason is that with all those factors in mind, voice messages have a higher conversion rate. Right? So when you send voice messages on Instagram, you should be seeing a better conversion rate from when you send a message to then getting people to actually book a call or to email you. So even with myself, even though I love doing text message outreach on Instagram, I know that when we do voice messages, there's a higher conversion rate. The reason we don't do more voice messaging is because we have a VA who does the outreach for her, and that person is obviously not in the position to be able to do voice messaging for us. But if I was starting off, I would probably put all my focus on voice messaging because we've got a ton of clients from me doing that, and I know that it works really well. Okay, so step number one is you're going to actually have to find businesses on Instagram. The best and the clearest way to do this is to find your niche, right? If you don't know what your niche is, check out my videos before about the 3 things you need to start social media marketing. Your niche is incredibly important. So for this example, we're going to go with the example of skincare. So for this example, we're going to pretend that we are working with skincare companies. Now, if I was to go out there and find them on Instagram, what I would do is I would type in #skincare, go onto that hashtag, and I would look through all of the companies on there. So when you're on the hashtag page, look at the recent tab. If you look at the top, it's going to be all the biggest skincare companies. So like MAC Cosmetics and all of these makeup brands are going to pop up there. They're way too big, right? They're global brands. You want to go for the smaller businesses, maybe just the small e-commerce businesses that have launched within the last 1 to 2 or even 3 years. So that's step number 1, and that's how you find the businesses. You type in the hashtag of your niche and you find all the recent accounts in there that are posting within that hashtag. Now, the second thing to point out is that you can do this from your personal profile. I get this question all the time and people say to me, hey, do I need a business account, to start doing outreach on Instagram? And you don't, right? When I did most of my voice messaging outreach, it was from my personal page, and it doesn't really matter, but it's actually better when you use it from your personal page because again, you'll come across as an actual person, a real individual, rather than just a company account. So now you've found companies on Instagram, you've identified that you're going to use your page and you're completely fine with that. Now step number 3 is we've got to find out what we're going to say to them. So I'm going to give you a rough script to follow here. Now I want you to be creative and put your own twist on this script. This is by no means perfect or completely optimized. This is just what's coming top ahead. This is just a rough example of what I used to use when I did a lot of these voice messages. Now, before you follow the script, you have to make sure you don't sound like a robot. You got to put some emotion and emphasis on certain words, because if you just say, hey John, my name is Adam and I run a digital marketing agency, they're just going to turn off straight away and they're not going to listen to the rest of your message. They're probably just going to delete you, they might even block you, and you won't close any clients. So before you follow the script, you have to make sure you can click the record button and put on that bit of a personality, right? Come across as authentic, not over the top, but put a bit of energy and a bit of emotion into the message. So we're going to start off with saying, hey, whatever their first name is. Now, if it is If you're going direct to a business, you don't have to know their name. That is completely fine. You can just say, hey guys, or hey team, or hey whatever the business name is, and that is completely fine. Second thing you want to do is you want to explain to them how you actually found them. So here's an example of how you would start off the message, where you're going to say hey, and you're also going to explain to them how you found them. Hey guys, how's it going? So I just found your page on the hashtag skincare on Instagram right here. So you guys are obviously doing a really good job at that because you're ranking on a hashtag. So I just wanted to point that out to you before I explain what I want to talk to you about. Okay, so that's just an example of what you would say to them before you hop into what you're going to say to them. Builds a bit of rapport, you're complimenting them, you're telling them what they're doing is good, and it will just make sure that they kind of like you from the get-go. So what you want to do now is you want to insert a question, right? So you want to ask them something that doesn't come across as overly pitchy or overly salesy, but just something that will engage their interest and get them to reply to you. So we're going to pretend we're pitching Facebook ads, and I'm going to run you through this example and a rough script that I would follow for this. We're going to start off the first point of hey, whatever their name is, second, how we found them, and now we're going to pitch in our question. Hey guys, how's it going? So I actually just found your account on the hashtag skincare hashtag on Instagram. So that tells me that you guys are doing a really good job at Instagram. And I wanted to ask you something, right? I think I saw a Facebook ad from your company maybe 1 or 2 months ago, and I just wanted to reach out to see if you guys are still running Facebook ads. So as you can see there, that's a very clear question. It's a yes or a no. And you'll also notice that I'm not pitching Facebook ads to them, right? Now, if they're smart, they'll realize that I might be trying to pitch Facebook ads, but at least most of the time, they're not going to realize that. Now, of course, I included a statement there, which was, I think I saw one of your ads 1 or 2 months ago, right? And you're probably thinking, did I see their ad? And that's just a tactic you can use, right? You know, you can say, oh, I think I saw your website before, or I think I saw an influencer post your product. You can do something like that. It's completely fine because most likely they've done ads before or they've had influencers, so you're not lying. Now, if they call you out for lying on that, you know, don't come to me. This is just rough advice, and I'm just giving you some templates and scripts that you can modify. And so from there, ultimately what you're looking for is a response, and you want to just keep that conversation going. Okay, so you don't want to go straight in and pitch them on, hey guys, I'm going to do your Facebook ads. You want to see what they say. You want to give them a bit of value. You want to show them why they should be doing Facebook ads if they're not already, or if they already are, you want to ask them about how it's going. Are they getting a good return? All of these things. Okay guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you can go out and actually put this into practice. Again, don't stress about having a business account. You can do this from your personal account. Hype yourself up before you do the message, you know. Come in with a bit of energy and a bit of value to give to the person. And again, don't go straight for the pitch. Provide value and ask them a question, and you'll have a much better response rate. If you want to find more scripts and templates that I've used to actually sign clients from Instagram, you can check out the 6-figure roadmap that is linked in the description. You will get a ton of value from that, and you'll also have the entire roadmap of how I went from 0 to building the agency to 6 figures in just 2 months. Apart from that, guys, I hope I will see you back here on the channel very soon. Make sure to hit the like button, and if you're not already subscribed, definitely go and do that, and I hope you have a good day.